Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at what might be the best attack in the game right now at Town Hall 13. We're going to see how I'm tripling almost every base with Queen Charge Miners and the new Siege Barracks. Alright guys, so I'm over here in our event clan 4 Tribe Gaming where we were doing a bunch of 5v5 friendly wars last night. We're going to go ahead and take a look at how I was tripling almost every base with Queen Charge Miners with the new Siege Barracks. Guys, we said before that the new Siege Barracks probably isn't that good, but it's actually working really well with Queen Charge Miners. And so today I've got 5 triples for you that I did last night. I tripled in almost every single war that we played last night, all with the same attack, Queen Charge Miners with the new Siege Barracks. It's crazy strong when you use it right. So let's go ahead and break this base down, see what made it right for this attack, and why I was able to take advantage of it using the new Siege Barracks. So again, like I've been saying for the last few weeks or so, at Town Hall 13, I think the walkable town halls are gonna die. I don't think it's gonna be meta anymore for base building, because almost every time I see one of these, I just want to walk the town hall and miner the rest. So the basic idea of the plan on this one, as soon as I saw the base, I just wanted to send my queen in this channel, let her walk around just like that. She can reach the town hall, she can kill the CC, and that's really all she needs to do. And she sets up pretty decent pathing for the miners. From there, I was just going to send my king down this other side to make the funnel and use the Siege Barracks to get a free P.E.K.K.A, which is really nice. That's why the Siege Barracks is really good with Queen Charge Miners, because that P.E.K.K.A, that extra free P.E.K.K.A gets a lot of good funnel value and keeps the miners in the core. And then we're just going to be able to send the miners straight through here, and that's really all they have to reach is this stuff there. My queen ends up beating a wall over here, and I send my royal champ in for this AD and Inferno to save the queen and keep her alive. And so the miners really just have to get through this middle channel here, just like that. And it's really easy for them to do with a warden and 3 heals. It's going to be no problem at all. So let's go ahead and take a look at the replay, see how to execute it. So we're going to drop the queen here, and remember, all the attacks in this video are fresh attacks. All these 5v5 wars we're doing, every attack is a fresh attack. No cleanup. I don't know where any of the traps are. I don't know what's in the CC. So I'm just going to use a baby dragon to funnel this side. I drop my queen over here. She gets a Tesla right away, so that's nice. It's a free Tesla. The balloon that I used to test for a Seeking Air Mine in front of the baby dragon pulls the witch out of the CC kind of early. I was a little scared her skellies might pull my queen this way, but it doesn't, which is nice. Then I just use a couple balloons to funnel right here, so the queen really has nowhere to go but straight in for this town hall after she deals with these storages here. So we're just going to fast forward a little bit. The hound comes out. It's going to take her some time to get through it, so we'll go ahead and times 2. I drop the wizard just to help speed it up, and then the rage and the poison. And that rage she'll also be able to use to get the town hall, which is nice. So then I go ahead and drop the king, and I drop the siege barracks right away. Now the reason I drop the siege barracks right away is because there's actually a hole in the wall right here, and I want my king to go inside and get these defenses. So queen gets the town hall, she wraps around this way, she's going to keep going, getting more value over there. So I'm going to go ahead and start with all the miners into this inferno compartment with the warden. They're going to lock onto the enemy queen here. That scatter shot starts doing some massive damage, so I'm going to have to heal right away. And then I'm probably going to have to pop a warden ability here in a little bit. I also have an extra rage because the queen really only needed 1 rage. I brought 3 and it only took 1 rage to get through that town hall and the CC. So I'm going to go ahead and rage the miners. I'm going to pop a warden ability here. Queen's beating a wall to go in for the scatter shot, so I'm going to drop the royal champ on this right side just to get that inferno down, kind of make the pathing even narrower for the miners so they only have to worry about this portion of the base. And it just works out really well. I have another heal that honestly I might not even need this heal, but I'm going to go ahead and use it here anyway. With that royal champ still alive, I probably didn't need the heal, but I use it, and so I'm going to end up having like 20 miners still alive at the end of this attack. Just really dominating 3-star here. Queen's still alive at full health with her healers. Warden's still up. Royal Champ's still up. Like 15 or more miners are still alive. Really nice 3-star there. Good plan. Anytime you guys see bases with these exposed town halls, you're going to want to do some type of attack like this. It's just working on all of them at the moment. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the next example. I think this war here, we lost. We got wrecked on defense and we had a 1-star, but I still got the triple with Queen Charge Miners again. against, again, another base with a walkable town hall. So that's what I'm noticing. All these old meta bases that are, you know, a month, 2 months old, they used to be really popular at Town Hall 12. They're not going to do good in the new Town Hall 13 meta. So let's take a look. Again, what am I going to do? I want to walk the Town Hall, obviously, so I have to funnel both sides. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop my BK early, let him make the funnel on this side. I'm going to use a baby dragon over on this left side to funnel. And then I was going to use 2 loons on this archer tower. That was my plan, to get the archer tower down. But these Teslas pop and kind of ruin all my loons. I didn't know where the Teslas are, so that kind of threw me off. So the baby dragon and the Tesla and the balloons are not going to get the funnel I wanted them to get. Ideally, they would have gotten all these buildings down. So I'm a little, not really freaking out, but just kind of trying to figure out what to do here. I know I want to use a wizard over here to make the rest of the funnel, but I have to wait until this Tesla here is distracted by my queen. As soon as it starts shooting my queen, I can drop the wizard to finish off the funnel. So now I'm dropping the first rage, and I'm hoping that queen's going to go this way and not wrap around the wall, and she does. She goes in for the AD, and then I'm going to have to pop her ability here because the scatter shot and the queen do a lot of damage. Out comes the triple ice golem CC. Drop my second rage, queen's gonna be able to take out the town hall, and now I've got some really nice minor pathing right here. I'm gonna drop the new siege barracks to get the free P.E.K.K.A funnel, and I'm gonna drop my royal champ here to get these defenses to make the miners only have to path through this portion of the base. Now unfortunately my queen does die here, and so at this point I was thinking, oh no, now it's messed up, it's not gonna work, because I wanted my queen to get all this stuff here too. But it's alright, because we got the healer switch onto the miners, and the miners are just never going to die now with the healer switch. They still have a rage also, and my royal champ is still in here getting lots of value. Out come the max hogs from the siege barracks. That's what I've been taking in my CC in the siege barracks every single time. Max hogs. It's working really well. They come out late. They work good with the royal champ on the back end, and so I dropped both the last 2 heals between the 2 groups of miners here. And it just works really well with these healers on the miners and on the hogs. It's just nothing dies. So those miners, honestly, the queen didn't get as much value as she needed to, but the miners were able to push through the entire base thanks to that healer switch, which is really OP. That healer switch came in clutch, and then the hogs and the royal champ here are going to finish off the base. I mean, I still have the royal champ ability and all the defenses are gone. She's still at full health. Just overkill. Honestly, still have a bunch of pigs up, still have maybe 6, 7, 8, 10 miners maybe actually. So just really nice attack there. Gonna use the royal champ ability just for cleanup, didn't even need it. I would have had like 15 or more miners still alive if I had used the royal champ ability a lot earlier, but I wasn't sure if I would need to save it for the end or not. So that was the second example. We'll go ahead and take a look at the third example here. I think it's against 2nd Brigade. Yep, this war we did really good. Went 4 for 5. Here's my attack. Again, queen charge miners with the siege barracks. Now this one does have a walkable inferno, so it's not quite as impressive as some of the others, but still a really good attack. And just to show you guys the power of this attack, I'm going to drop the queen here. And again, just like the last attack, use the king early to make the funnel. He's going to go this way. Queen's going to walk this way. You already know I'm going to send miners right through here, through the town hall. So on this one, I'm going to use an ice golem to tank for the king here for this double cannon and the little short archer tower, just so the king can get some really good value and make it all the way over here and hopefully kill this enemy king. That was my goal. Queen's going to step up for this inferno, and out comes the CC, so I'm going to rage her and drop the poison. That scatter shot does a lot of damage, and I know she can't reach it. She's just going to keep wrapping around this way. So I want to start the miners before that scatter shot ever has a chance to lock onto my healers. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the siege barracks, get the nice free P.E.K.K.A funnel like we talked about before. And then now I'm going to send in the miners right there with the warden, because I want the miners to get this scatter shot before it locks onto my healers when my queen gets out of range. So here come the miners. I'm going to drop a rage and a heal, because once again I only needed 1 rage for the queen walk. Didn't even need 2. It's crazy. So here we go. I'm going to pop the warden ability soon. There's a lot of damage in the core. Everything's hitting the miners. I noticed that nothing was pathing to the scatter shot, so I dropped my royal champ in here, and it's actually going to work out really well because the royal champ's also going to get this inferno. So out come the max hogs for my CC. I'm going to rage and heal the miners again, moving toward the end of the base here. Really, as long as my royal champ can come get this 3rd inferno, I know it's going to be a triple. I still have these hogs on the back end. And the Royal Champ is up with almost full health on that last Inferno, and that AD, she's getting stuck by the tornado, but she'll still be able to reach the Inferno. The scatter shot is also tanked by the Royal Champ at the moment, and these hogs are going to be able to move through and finish the rest of the base. I still have miners doing cleanup. Tons of wizards from the siege barracks. That's another good thing about the siege barracks. It gives you free cleanup wizards if you use it correctly, if you use it right on the edge of the miner push. And so out come a bunch of free cleanup wizards, so you don't even have to take your own cleanup wizards. I only brought 2. Normally, back in like the Town Hall 12 days, I would be taking 3, 4, or more cleanup wizards on a miner's attack, just because you don't know if you're going to need it or not. But now you really don't, because you can just use the free wizards from the siege barracks. So let's go ahead and take a look at Relic. We won this one 12-10. Here is my attack. Again, exact same army comp. Well, pretty similar. I don't have an ice golem on this one, but that's pretty much the only difference. Notice again, what is it about the base? Walkable town hall. Almost, I think not every base I attacked in this video, but the last one didn't, and the very last attack I'm going to show you won't have a walkable town hall either. But all the bases with walkable town halls, you can triple with this strategy if you do it correctly. It's not a freebie. It's not as easy as, you know, saying, you know, all you have to do is drop queen here, drop king here, drop the miners, collect 3 stars. You still have to do a lot of thinking, figure out the best way to deploy the miners, the best way to deploy the king and the siege barracks. But if you do it right, you can triple almost all these bases with queen walk miners with the siege barracks now. So I dropped the queen, nice little baby dragon funnel, use the rage so queen can get through the enemy king. I'm going to rage her again now that she's fighting the town hall. I'm going to drop this wizard over here just to get the free funnel since nothing can target it. Then I'm going to drop the king here and the siege barracks here just to make sure that I cut out all this trash. And then the miners are going to be responsible for all this stuff here. Just like that. Because my royal champ is going to come in and get these buildings here. So now you can see the king died because the queen was fighting him. The miners go in. I dropped the first heal because the eagle is shooting the miners already. In comes the royal champ to support the miners. Tons of free cleanup wizards are coming out here. They're going to get picked off by the Tesla farm though, so a little bit unfortunate. I had no idea where the Teslas were, can't predict that. So I used the last rage to keep my queen alive. She's getting some good value up there. And I get a little bit of a weird miner split. A bunch of miners went up here and died, so unfortunate I lost a lot of them up there. But a good chunk of them come down here with the hogs. So I'm going to use my last heal down here. They're going to get the eagle, this inferno. My royal champ is still alive. I already popped her ability to get a bunch of defenses out of the way. I think I popped it to get this Tesla farm because I wanted to try to save some of the wizards, but they all died. Luckily I did bring one of my own wizards, and some of the miners are doing cleanup over here. But these hogs and the royal champ are going to be able to finish off the base. Queen's still alive, walking out here doing a bunch of cleanup, and just like that, another easy triple. I mean, I'm not even doing a full-on queen charge. It's just queen walk on the outside of the base, and miners can get this entire portion, almost the entire middle of the base is just the miners. That's how OP these new max miners are when you use them correctly. So that was against Relic. I think we have one more attack to show. This war we barely won on percent. Yes. So this one, again, pretty much the same attack, except I'm actually going to be using wall breakers and doing a little bit of a charge. But still, queen dies early again, and it's still going to triple thanks to the healer swap. So the healer swap is actually really effective in queen charge miners. Even if your queen dies early, it's okay. So I'm going to use a baby drag to funnel this side, a couple of balloons to get that mortar to funnel there, and I want a wall break right here so queen can go get the town hall. I lose a healer to a Sam right there early on, kind of sucks, but you know, it happens. Drop the rage to make sure I get the wall break. Queen kills the enemy royal champ, and then she's going to step up for this town hall. There's a ton of point defenses on her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the Giga Inferno. A lot of damage on the queen, so I'm going to have to pop her ability here. It kind of sucks, but I had no other choice. I didn't bring any free spells, which I probably should have if I wanted to keep the queen alive. She's going to pop the hound though. Poison's going to get the witch and most of the pups. I want her to at least get all these defenses down. I think she doesn't even get the archer tower down. She's going to actually die thanks to the scatter shot. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the king right here to go get this trash, and I'm going to send all the miners this way. And I'm going to use the siege barracks at some point up here. Yep, right there on the Tesla farm. As soon as I see that Tesla farm, I drop the siege barracks. I'm going to heal early. Queen does go down, and I get the healer swap onto some of these miners on this side. So I heal these miners, and I don't have any more rages because I tried to use all the rages to keep the queen alive, but she still died. So I'm going to pop Warden ability early because of the scatter shot to neglect a lot of the damage it's doing. Then I'm going to heal again. So these miners are always on full health against the scatter shot. You have to keep them at full health because that scatter shot will two-shot your miners. It does so much damage, it's crazy. My hogs from the CC are coming out with the Royal Champ, and my king and the P.E.K.K.A. are still making the funnel on this side, which is good, keeping all the miners in the core. Now on this one, I already used my last heal, and it looked kind of like it was going to be a fail, but the Royal Champ's going to clutch it out on this one. That's the nice thing about having a level 20 Royal Champ, is when you use her correctly and she's behind your miners or behind your hogs, whatever you're using, she stays alive and she can finish off the end of the base. Her ability gets so many defenses there. She's going to move through, get that scatter shot, get the cannon. Luckily this cannon's tanked by the P.E.K.K.A. So the Royal Champ can go over here and take out the bomb tower, take out the cannon, take out the mortar, and finish off the base for another 3-star. So there you guys have it. A ton of examples on how to use the Queen Walk miners or the Queen Charge miners with the new siege machine. It's working on almost every base right now. I mean, we've been doing it in FCs, in clan all day today, and it's just tripling almost everything. It's ridiculous. I don't know if it's just because some of these bases don't have max defenses or what, but Queen Charge miners with the new siege machine is working really well, and you guys should give it a try. If you like the video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, and tell me what you think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.